Do you understand English? But when you try to speak, nothing comes out?
Like your mind goes blank? Even for simple sentences?
Yes, you know the words, you understand everything, but when it's your turn to speak, nothing comes out.
If this happens to you, then this episode is exactly for you.
Because today, we're going to talk about why this happens and how you can fix it.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Today's topic is something almost every English learner struggles with.
Yes, understanding English is not the problem. Speaking is.
And that can feel very frustrating.
It really does, because you feel like you already know English, but you still can't speak.
So let's talk about that.
This used to happen to me all the time.
Really? You seem quite comfortable now.
Now, yes, but before, it was very different.
What was it like?
I could understand almost everything. If someone spoke in English, I knew what they were saying.
So listening was not the problem.
Not at all. Watching videos, listening to podcasts, everything was fine.
But speaking?
That was the real problem.
What happened when you tried to speak?
My mind would go blank.
Blank?
Yes, I would think, I know the sentence, but when I tried to say it, I couldn't.
That's very relatable.
It felt like the words were there, but I couldn't bring them out.
Almost like a mental block.
Exactly. This mostly happened in real conversations.
Like with friends?
Yes, or in class, or even small situations like asking something.
What did you do in those moments?
I stayed quiet.
You avoided speaking?
Yes, because I was afraid of making mistakes.
That fear is very common.
Even when I knew the answer, I didn't say it.
That must have affected your confidence.
A lot. I started thinking maybe I'm not good at English.
Even though you understood everything.
Yes, and that made it even more confusing.
So, what did you do to fix it?
At first, I tried to learn more grammar.
That's what most people do.
Yes, I thought I needed more knowledge.
Did it help?
Not really.
Why?
Because the problem was not knowledge, it was practice.
That's a very important point.
I knew the rules, but I wasn't using them.
So, your brain was trained to understand, not to speak.
Exactly.
That's a big difference.
So I started very small.
What did you do?
I began talking to myself.
Talking to yourself?
Yes, it sounds strange, but it works.
What did you talk about?
Simple things like my day, my plans, random thoughts.
So, daily life topics.
Yes, no pressure, no fear.
That makes sense.
At first, it was difficult.
Of course.
I would stop in the middle of sentences. I didn't know what to say.
But you continued.
Yes, slowly it became easier.
That's progress.
Then I tried something else.
What?
I started thinking in English.
Impressive.
Instead of translating, I thought directly in English.
That removes delay.
Yes, it made my speaking faster.
Did you still make mistakes?
A lot.
And?
I accepted it.
That's the key.
I realized mistakes are part of learning.
Absolutely.
Once I accepted that, my fear reduced.
And confidence increased?
Yes, slowly.
So, what about real conversations?
I started speaking more.
Even if you felt nervous?
Yes, I didn't wait to feel perfect.
That's important.
I used simple sentences.
Not complex ones?
No, simple and clear.
That's better communication.
Yes, people understood me, and that gave me confidence.
So, understanding was never the problem.
No, speaking practice was missing.
That's a big lesson.
Yes,
So, if someone is listening right now,
and they have the same problem.
what would you say?
Don't wait to become perfect,
Start speaking now.
even if it feels uncomfortable,
Even if you make mistakes.
because that's how you learn.
Exactly.
Start with small sentences.
Practice every day.
Talk to yourself if needed.
Build the habit.
And don't overthink.
Overthinking stops speaking.
Keep it simple.
Keep going.
Because one day you will realize,
That speaking is not as difficult as you thought.
and that moment feels amazing.
Absolutely.
If you understand English, you are already halfway there.
Now, just start speaking.
And don't stop.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.